everybody, it's Ashley with you for this week's Makeup Monday, and I have a tutorial to share with you today on how you can use negative die cuts to create backgrounds for your cards or other projects. This is the card that I'll be sharing how to make, and you will see how I built this particular pattern. But first, I wanted to show you some dies you could use that you may already have that will work with this technique. This one, for instance, is actually from the Make It Market Shakers and Sprinkles kit, and it is like a confetti die, and it already die cuts that negative shape. This one is the Mix and Matte die, that's the plaid, and so you can definitely use that inlay to create a pattern. And this one is the Mix and Matte Flourishes die, and so just really quickly, if you just lay this out and then repeat the pattern, you can get that diagonal stripe type of background. All right, you can also use the Shapeshifter series. This is Shapeshifter Square 2, and you can just, again, line it up and then keep die cutting and repeating it, whether you want a border or a square version or your whole card front. This one is Shapeshifter Square 4, the new one. You can also use any just basic shape like Nesting Basics. This is a circle. You can just do a random pattern if you want, just whatever you like or whatever you want to do. I am going to be using the Limited Layers Heart Stitches die, the double border of them. So also consider your stitching dies, just the holes only. Those are really great probably for this particular technique. So you don't have to use this one if you don't have it already. All right, so I'm going to start first by this particular cardstock is 4 inches by 5.5 inches. 4 inches wide, 5.5 inches long. So I'm going to start. I'm going to get my die cut machine and bring it over so you guys can see me run it through. All right, here it is here. All right, don't make fun of my cutting plates, you guys. They are well loved, but I like them like this. They work great. All right, so the first thing I like to do is put the die, the heart, the stitched heart border die at the top. And then I'm going to run it through the machine first. And here is how it looks after I die cut the first one. The next one I want to do is on the opposite end. And I'm going to die cut that. You can position these however you like. You don't have to spread the top and the bottom one as far apart like I did here, but it is an option. All right, my next step is to add the hearts on the other side. And so they're going to overlap a little bit more because it's a little bit more narrow. So that's one, and then here is the other one. And here is my finished results. I'm going to have to poke a little bit of the little circle die cuts out here with my little piercer tool. And just as a little tip, if you get those little bits everywhere, just use a lint roller and then just pick them all up really quickly. All right, so my next step to finish out my card is to take this stamp set here. You have my heart, and I'm going to be using this sentiment here. You have my heart, and I'm going to use a couple of the heart stamp image stamps there. So I already have die cut the circle from Nesting Basics Circle Collection, and also Nesting Basic Pierce Circles to get the pierce detail border around the circle. And I use the Limitless Layers circle die to die cut the scallop circle there. And I already have the sentiment stamped and a little bit of the hearts and everything. So I'm just going to add some adhesive there to assemble the circle die cut onto the scallop circle. I also die cut this double-ended banner from the double-ended banner die collection. And I'm just going to add some adhesive because I'm going to place that down first in the center between the top portion of the heart and the bottom portion of the heart. And then I'm just going to add some foam adhesives to the back of my scallop circle embellishment, stamped embellishment that I have here with the sentiment on it. And this is just going to give it some dimension. And so doing this hides my overlapping die cut design. So no one will see that, but look how it creates a beautiful pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the back side here so I can adhere it to my Pure Poppy A2 card front. Whoops, upside down there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just add this here. I want to make sure I get that to the top there. It's kind of hard sometimes when you're working on video to see if you're lining it up properly. So I'm just going to take it. This is what I do when I'm just sitting down or standing up. I just take it and then I put it against the bottom of the table and then I line it up. And sometimes it lines up a little bit easier that way, sometimes not. So whatever works best, right? And that's my finished card, and you can see the detail of the hearts. It kind of creates its own unique shape, and it's all just from this one die, and you can kind of build it on your own. So even if you don't have this particular Heart Stitches die, there are many other dies like I showed you in the beginning of this video on how you can use your dies to create unique backgrounds using negative die cuts. Here's my finished card. I hope you enjoyed this week's Make It Monday video and have fun this week creating. Have a good week, everybody. For Paper Train, I'm Ashley Newell. Bye.